that if you are male and you are then a representative of a way of life and you are practicing the things that you know are absolutely correct and right, that is the title that they call husky. Not everybody can be husky. That is the way to be the man, and to be a man in your family, to be all of the things that you know that is proper, to be able to present yourself to the holy people, to say, this is the best man that I can be, holy people, and here I am. Den neden hadden den tjenotik at just sa de gik bahosen de då neten det nej det keder jeg har de at hotsne a hot ved den nensle at då de at ba de då ba kai ba na han now jeg har der han var hodno jeg har der standa jeg har steda det ni då det då jeg har de at nan temper det Sadigi, akoti the ne lenigi, I had the hard of say has kid a bit on me. Had us chihodate, had is in tango because the tango data, that in the day has teen with it on me. And the dick at Benantin Hodlo, a she bakers are with netto. In the traditional teachings of our people, there are the teachings of male and female. The male, of course, is called Baka, and then the female is called Ba'at. So it is in our environment on the surface of Mother Earth that everything is referred to as either male or female, and there's no in between. And the one subject, that of a man, in English we might say a man's man. That is also something that is taught in the traditional teachings of our people, is that everybody that is male can be called Bakaki Bahasti Dene, and that's another thing. Dene is sometimes applied to the male and the man only. And but when you refer to it as a woman, you say Dene Astam, which is to identify that is the surface person that is female. But when you talk about a man, it is very different. When you reach the age of puberty and that ceremony and that being conducted for you as a man or as a boy becoming a man, and they say, the word hastui is what is given to the male subject. And you can call them hasti, which is to say just the man. And then, of course, hastui and dene. And there are other names and other terms in that baka iki is to say in reference to the male. But it is very important to understand the teachings of our people go much deeper in that when we talk about a man's man. Hasti. Hasti, but ahozani. Hasti annihi. Is something that is very important to understand, is that at some point, that if you are male and you are then a representative of a way of life, that you understand that you are keeping sacred things sacred, and you are practicing the things that you know are absolutely correct and right. And so that is the title that they call hasti, as the name that they give that person. Not everybody can be hasti. And there is just the regular Navajo. The ne is the nenda de. She the neta is to say they are just men. And so it is important to know that there are certain times that you can be referred to as hasti. Now the wife, out of respect, sometimes might refer to her husband as hasti. But it is that in public, when somebody is very much known as a special type of person, they call them and refer to them as hasti. Even their name, they might have some reference to that particular personality or physical feature, and they will refer to that man hasti naz or hasti spah and hasti daga spah, and they will refer to them in that way. A man's man is a person that can communicate. Bezat Bahosen is what they say. And he knows ceremonies, not all of them, but many of them. And it is that he can communicate without words. Now, something they don't have to see is to say, just by looking at him, without him saying words or anything at all, you know what he is instructing you or what he is teaching you. And so all of the things that make a man's man, there are many. As I mentioned, I don't mention very many times a particular type of man. But there was a man that my father used to work with, my late father. And this man's name was John C. Begay. Now, John C. Begay, of course, grew up very much in poverty, like so many of the Dene. But he was taught the traditional ways of our people, just like anybody else. But John C. Begay, there's a lot of John Begays, but when he was put into boarding school, they said, "What's your name?" "John Begay." And there was probably a couple of dozen of John Begays in that, and so they went down and they said, "Okay, you're John A. Begay, you're John B. Begay, you're John C. Begay," and so on down to the alphabet. So the middle initial became just an initial, and so that's how John C. Begay got his name. But my father worked with John C., and John C. was a man's man. And when he talked, people listened. And he took the time to give advice, and he took the time to receive advice. And it was that he was clean, he was organized, and he never was a show-off. And he never blew his own horn and that to impress people. And he never gave any indication that he was better than anyone else in something. No, he did not. He was kind, considerate, and he never indulged in any type of discussions that were completely wrong. To talk about women disrespectfully, to talk about things that were not right. And of course, he was a good husband. He was a good father. He was a good son and a good uncle, or any type of relationship that he could have with anybody. And he was not afraid to stand up for his beliefs. And sometimes he's the only one, that would be standing while everybody else might abandon an issue. He did it without fear. And he had a great relationship with his higher power, or with deity, as he understood that. And there are not many men like that. But my father, in observing John C. Begay, one day he said to me, he says, "If everybody every day could be like this man, we would absolutely have no problems in the Navajo Nation. All of our problems would be gone." And he said, hastin. Akot ego hastin janino. Nte akot ego hastin nen denigi. That is the way that to be the man, and to be the man of the people, and to be a man in your family, to be all of the things that you know that is proper in being a man, and being a man in your family, being a man in society, and to be able to present yourself to the holy people as not only the man and a man in your family, but to say, "This is the best man that I can be, holy people, and here I am." There are not very many people that are that type of man, and they are very special people. And so those are the things that I have observed, and the thing about being taught and told about Hasti is that is very important, and the things that we are told.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, head over to our website, NavajoTraditionalTeachings.com. Sign up for our email list. Okay.